We're back here with the flesh cube. Squelching and squunching. I missed you, flesh cube. That was scary. Nah, that was scary too. There's a lot of fear happening, actually. You know, it's really funny. When Reds went so smoothly, I was like, gosh, am I in for like a 20-minute recording session here? And then I lost all of my brain cells in a tragic accident. And it seems that no. No, we're not. Hello. And welcome back, not to Central Heaven, but to the main menu. We are done with Central Heaven, at least for now. I don't know if we'll ever be going back there. We'll see. But we are here on the main menu because we have level rushes to do. Namely, today, we're going to tackle red, violet, and yellow. I've done the heaven rushes off screen just because they are the same thing effectively, but heaven has no stakes. It's kind of just a rehearsal, so I figured, like, instead of doing the same thing twice for each rush, I will just be doing the heaven rush in my own time. That way we can run hell together, and then we can get that fun, fancy, shiny trophy pop-up at the end of each attempt. Couple things before we start. We will finally have 60 FPS footage. Praise be for that one. I got a new capture card. And also, what's new, you may have already noticed, but I have a real microphone now. There's like an actual microphone in front of my person. I don't need this silly little boom on my headset anymore. So, I'm coming to you in a brand new evolution of clarity, and I cannot tell you how excited I am about it, actually. I unboxed this microphone genuinely squealing to myself. I'm so happy with it. Delighted. Ecstatic, even. But I will not delay any longer. We will start with red, then we'll do violet, and we'll finish with yellow. For no particular reason. That's just the order that they are on my screen. I'm scared, honestly. The hell rushes sound terrifying, particularly with Violet's levels. Scared of that, but we'll see how it goes. I'm sure it's fine. Okay, that's cool. We get a fancy little soul card pop-up to tell us about it. Okay, okay. I feel like this will be handy for when I get low on health and I am scared. Like, honestly. Because I feel like if we get to a point where I need a card, I'm already kind of boned in most of Red's levels. Actually, yeah, is there anything to even damage me in Red's levels? I think it's just kind of like do or die here. I either succeed or I fall off the level and... Okay, well, we're off to a fantastic start. At least that happened on the first level. We won't do it again next time. Yeah. The thing is like, I want to go fast, but a lot of my fastness is derived from the fact that, like, if I mess up, I go oops, and I hit the touchpad, and we are back at the beginning of the level again, and we run it back. Like, I wanted to try that shortcut there, but I can't do that. We just need to be careful. I think that's what I need to drill into myself above all else, is that the important part is survival and not necessarily going blazingly fast. Yeah, we're fine. As much as I do want to also be going fast, I'm willing to take compromises on speed so that we don't die. On account of the fact that, like, messing up on a level rush is like several minutes. Honestly, when we get to White and Mikey, that's like a solid potential like 20-30 minutes time loss if I get a little silly. It is nothing like, ah, shucks, give me those 30 seconds back. I think we're fine here. Yeah, okay. I got scared, admittedly. What am I scared of in Red's levels? What's the spooky one? I think it might have been Dominion Traversal. Because, like, Book of Life Traversal is fine. Stomp Traversal, it's fine. I think there's a second Elevate Traversal that is a little tricky, maybe? Question mark? Scratches my head. Purify Traversal, I think, is the one. I think that's Red's toughest level, in my opinion. We can... Should I have done that? No, actually. Can I make this jump back? Yeah, because I'm afraid to not have both of these stomps. Oh, I don't... Okay, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I would have been fine anyway. Don't even stress. We're back here with the Flesh Cube. Squelching and squunching. I missed you, Flesh Cube. It's been one entire week. Genuinely one of the last missions that we did. Actually, that's not true. We did this like 2 weeks ago. So whatever. I'm right to miss the Flesh Cube. No one can take that from me. Fireball Traversal is a little tricky, I remember. There's a possibility for failure here, certainly. Especially if I try to get, like, a little tricky with my fireballing, like I am known to do. I like to skirt the ground so that I can get the speed boost from fireballing while you're grounded. But the problem with that is that sometimes you aim a little too low and then you smash your face into the platform that you're trying to land on. And that's good for nobody. Okay, Elevate 2. So we get to see if I am indeed remembering this as being tricky. I feel like I failed on this one when we got there. I don't know if that's just because it was early in the game and I was not used to the game, or if it's because it was difficult. I'm gonna go with the former instead of the latter, honestly. We are ending with Purify Traversal, which I'm so not happy with. I don't know why they had to do that to me. I'm scared. Yeah, we can do that. I cannot be making decisions like that on a whim on the 7th of 8 levels. What is wrong with me? It paid off that time, but please don't let me do it again. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. We are coming to a dead stop at the end of that ramp to make that jump. Like, not even playing. Not even playing. Whoop. Okay. It should be, hopefully, smooth sailing from here. There we go. Not bad. There's trophy number 1. We are getting so close, by the way, to the end of this game. It is, I mean, we've already reached the end of the game, I guess, but genuinely, like, looking at our trophies, we have 2 hidden trophies, one of which I do know is I need to, like, commit die. I think it's this one. No, that's Mikey's Heaven and Hell Rushes. Yeah. We need to deplete fists. That's the only other optional thing that we have to do, and then we just need the rushes done. And then we are done. Then we're like done. We've done all the things. So for now, Violet. Actually, you know what? Now that we're talking about it, let's just explode. Sit with me a while I deplete my very life force. Do it. Do it. Again. Dies. That's a fun trophy icon, actually. Okay. Let's do it for real. If I run into those spikes at the end of the level, you have full rights to make fun of me. I am really personally scared of, I think it was Violet's final level, actually. With the big, tall room with the circling lasers, or trip mines. Because, like, there's just so much potential. There's so many points of failure in that I am utterly mortified of. But for starters, that one was pretty okay. This one, I actually, during my Heaven Rush, I overstomped, and I did land on Idiot Island. I did do that. Yeah. I deserved that one. I was wondering how to get that trophy, actually. I'm really glad I got to experience that organically. Alright then. That is a trophy I did not have, and it's a trophy I have now. And it's really, we talked about it, that sign right there, it just says Idiot Island. When we were there all this time ago, didn't even appreciate that that sign existed, but good God, that's the funniest thing in the world. I love Violet so much. My spirit animal. I'm playing these a little fast and loose, and I don't know if it's like a, you know, don't overthink it sort of thing, or if it's please be careful, you're going to die sort of thing. But it's working so far, so I guess we'll just kind of like let it ride. I got scared. I don't know if you saw me put the brakes on there. That was a fear response. Me being terrified. I almost discarded too early and just didn't get the height I needed. Okay, this one is scary. There is potential for failure here. Mostly, actually wait, maybe, is this the one that I'm thinking of? No, this isn't the one that I'm thinking of, never mind. Which isn't to say that there's not potential for failure. There's potential for failure anywhere. But it isn't the one that I was, like, afraid of. So it's okay. This is one of the ones I'm afraid of. Because you have to think fast. You have to like operate under pressure. And gosh darn it, I'm not a pressure person. That being said, man, did we operate under pressure. See, this is the one. This is the one that just has me like spooked. I should have paid more attention before I jumped down here. It's not okay. I was going to say it's okay. It's not okay. Oh, yeah, that's the one. That's the one that's gonna get me. I'm gonna be real with you. That one too. I don't have any excuses for that. I just was trying to go fast. My bad. Woo. I could be like counting and using that to my advantage, but instead of doing that, I'm scared. I'm operating off of fear and not logic. No, we're fine. We're okay. Okay. Now... Okay. We're okay. So now we need to time this so that we hit the red barriers. Do we? Actually, now that I'm thinking about it? Or are they just... I don't know. Whatever. We're fine. It worked. No stress. All good. Everything's good. We're living. We're happy. No one needs to be afraid. That was a little scary. I don't like tripwires being that close to me. I'm happy that we got this early, because now we can be done with it. I don't want to see it. Now let's just not mess this one up. Because this one is also, like, there's a pretty high degree of failure on this. I will say, at least that is my opinion. What I find to be true. That was super scary. I almost bungled it. We're chilling. It ain't no thing. A thought occurred to me of whether or not you could use those purify bombs a little creatively and go someplace that you weren't intended to. But, you know, not the time or place for that thought, honestly. Paying very close attention to those spiked walls. These ones too. Okay. This is the other scary one. I will fully admit that. Woo. Get me in there. Thank you. I felt like I was going to go over that Godspeed and I got so terrified. My heart. I just didn't press jump. I just walked forward. I'm just a fool. I'm just a goober. Bro. I can't be having these thoughts. I was wondering, like, can I jump on the Guardian's head and just go up over? Which, like, maybe. Should I? No. Not right now. I mean, maybe. There's probably no harm in trying, actually. I just need to actually try instead of, like, thinking the world is going to stop for me to have that thought formulate. We'll try it. You know what? We're scientists here. See, like, a smart thing to do would probably be to, oh, this is one. Yeah. To, like, go through the levels and like, comprehend, like, okay, this is the route I should be taking, right? I did not do that. We were going off of vibe. Ooh. Oh, that sucks, actually. And this is what happens when we go off of vibe. Oh, yo, it's my favorite song. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Sin to Win. This is, I think, bar none, my favorite track off of the whole soundtrack. Yeah. It's just so good. Well, this is the blessed run. We have to. Well. The jokes write themselves. Well, man, what am I doing? What is going on? Let's try this now. There's something there. We will not be trying it when we get it later on in a level, but since it was the first one, I just wanted to see. But we've sated the curiosity, so that means that we just get to win now. Obviously. I'm really tempted. You don't know how bad I wanna. Ooh. Why am I worried about breaking the glass on that? Like, it doesn't matter. I don't need to break the glass. I almost sneezed, which realistically is not the worst thing in the world. I can just beat that Godspeed demon to death. That was scary. Nah, that was scary too. There's a lot of fear happening, actually. I got excited. Yo, it's this one. All right. I'm finding new and fascinating ways to fail levels, actually. It's kind of impressive. I didn't look before I leapt. It's okay. Yeah, no, you can't just mess that up. It's good that we know that. What do you want me to say? All right, it's the biggin. Honestly, I think just not looking before I leave is the strategic play. Okay. Yep. I don't know if that was an intelligent thing to do, but it was the thing I did, and we survived, didn't we? and there's not much more we can ask for from the world. You know, it's really funny. When Reds went so smoothly, I was like, gosh, am I in for like a 20-minute recording session here? And then I lost all of my brain cells in a tragic accident. And it seems that no. No, we're not. I knew Violets was gonna be the trouble, but like, oh my goodness. I think... What is this track, also? Hold on, I got like severely distracted by those little chiptune beats. I feel like I've managed to die on every one of her levels. I don't know if that's true factually, but it feels that way. I feel like I've accomplished something here. Because we definitely died on this one. Well, we died twice on this one, actually. Once because I mistimed my elevate there, and again because I messed up my purifies. Woo! There we go. That'll do it. Woo! I still don't know if that's like how you're supposed to do it. It kind of like doesn't feel correct, but I mean it works. We're going to press L1 and escalate our y-axis coordinates. Because I forgot to jump last time. Okay, this one also, there lies potential for failure, certainly. This is one of the scary ones. IMO. Honestly, I feel like Violet has an impressive array of like difficult levels. Because like when we were doing Reds, I was definitely like, this one's actually pretty tough too. I was like, I don't know what's like really gonna be the roadblock here. Yellow, I can think of a couple. Notably like the one with the barrels, where we have to shoot the trip mines to set off barrels to jump. That's gonna be a little tricky. But like every single one of Violet's gauntlets, I could die on. This one, definitely could die on. Absolutely. I'd argue this is one of the more likely ones for me to die on. Yeah. Yeah, I would argue that. The last level. The last one. Oh, this makes me so scared for White and Mikey's rushes. Oh, it makes me so scared. It makes me so scared. It makes me terrified, actually. It's the first level, you know we gotta try. Yo, that's so cool, actually. It doesn't even save us any time, because we have to wait for the lasers to go by. But how cool is that? We're never gonna do it again, because it's not worth the risk, but it's super neat. Alright. Jeepers. What am I doing? Okay, watch us end off with the miserable one. Resident Saw 2. I had to think about what it was even called. Oh. I'm afraid I'm stupid. I'm afraid I don't know why I did that. I don't know what drew me to that that decision. Is there any saving this? I don't think so. I mean, what if though, right? What? Never give up. Never surrender. Never say never. It's not over till it's over. We're jumping. I will never let myself forget to jump ever again. Not right there specifically, anyway. Woo! I almost ran into the spikes. I don't know why I'm like obsessed with shooting that crystal early. It's just like, it's right there, and I want it. It's asking for it. Whoa. Got a lot of height there. I scared myself. I felt like I went forward too soon and I was going to be killed. Oh no. Oh no. Alright. I didn't. Oh, you get to pick a card. That's actually crazy. That's actually nuts. Okay. Duly noted. I dig. Cool. Okay. I mean, that was a good learning experience, even if I didn't mean to do it, because I was mashing L2 too fast to actually stomp efficiently. Boop, boop, bop, 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 bop. Ow. I don't know why they didn't hire me to do the sound effects for this game. It's that easy. Alright. It's the scaly one. We are definitely still leaping before looking. I am okay. I thought I like bungled it. Yep. I thought I bungled that too. I feel like the lasers are a much smaller worry on the way up than they are on the way down. Because they don't like point into the cubbies or anything. So as long as you're not jumping directly into them, you're more or less okay. Which, I mean, is fantastic. I don't need to do any of that. I just realized we don't need to be using our katana discard as a get out of jail free card. We can be using it as a tool. Like, so we could go straight to the end of that level and just Godspeed through the door. Oh my god. We could probably like elevate straight up to the end of Doghouse too. Holy crap. If there's anything to be gained from me banging my head against the wall and losing at this like 20 times somehow, it's that Oh my gosh, I could have I could have discarded here instead of like scaling the Andes too. Okay. I was too busy thinking and not busy enough doing. That's such good knowledge though. That is so important to keep in mind. It's going to be basically useless for Yellow's levels, I feel like. But, you know, it's a thought. See, like, I can just discard this. Give me Dominion. Woo! It's that easy. We don't have to play the level. Okay. That was pretty slick, if I do say so myself. And I do. I thought it was pretty slick. There's a possibility to use a Godspeed here, TBH. But honestly, I think it's such a, well, you know what? We're gonna use a Godspeed here. How about that? I was gonna say it's a non-issue, and then I missed the jump. So, it's fine. But yeah, we are definitely going to use our last discard on the big scary Resident Saw 2. Because then we just don't have to play the level. We just do not partake in any of that. And I do feel like that's kind of the optimal place to use it, too. If I had to pick 3 levels to use our discards on, I do think that's them. So I don't think that we've done anything particularly poorly here. Cool. Yeah, so like we go through here, woo, right? And we just ignore all of that. I'm not even, we're not playing that game. We jump down here, but wow, Godspeed, yee! Bam. Screw that level, honestly. The less of that I have to see, the better. I didn't even need to use Elevate right there. Interesting. Ooh, that was close. I got really scared that I like bumped my head, but we didn't. It's okay. I have a question. I wasn't paying attention. I don't know why I said that like there was a teacher here to answer my question, but can we get a Book of Life from discarding the katana? Probably, surely not, right? That's such sick trophy art, actually. I love that. Genuinely might steal that from my Discord profile picture. A personal best. I wonder if I'm #1 on my friends. I am. That's crazy. Yellow time. Again, I don't think that using the Miracle Katana is going to be of any use to us. As far as like, you know, getting through Yellow's levels any quicker. It might be useful for... That was silly. It might be useful for like if we get into a situation where we are a little stuck and it would be nice to have a weapon to defend ourselves with. But other than that, also thinking about it, it'd be useful to heal. You can get the Book of Life. What? Okay. That's crazy, actually. But sure. I just wanted to heal. Okay, so that is definitely, like, there is some huge potential there to, like, not on yellows, obviously, but for, like, the white rushes. Oh. I have fists. I don't know how that happened. For the white rushes and the Mikey rushes, if there's any levels that we just really tremendously do not like, I absolutely imagine that using a Book of Life will break a lot of levels that are not entirely developed around the usage of the Book of Life. Although maybe not, because it is registering to me that we will need to defeat all of the demons. But no, that would still be, like, way easier to do with the Book of Life. Yeah, so that just feels like a cheat code if we need one. Something to keep in mind. Balloon. I think this is an instance where, like, giving ourselves a weapon would just actively be a detriment to ourselves, because I would just be so tempted to shoot a balloon demon. You can stay, buddy. They're such little fellas. Look at them. Their silly little eyeball and their tail swinging around. They seem like they're having a good time. Then we come along and just, like, I can be benevolent. There may be 2 survivors. That one shall not be alone. Whoop! That was perhaps needlessly dangerous. Could I just jump around that door? Probably. We needn't worry about it right now. If we ever find ourselves back here, if I bungle something, then we'll think about it. I got scared. I'm definitely wary of my health. I could have used it in the next mission. Yeah, no, it's fine. It's chill. This is actually one of my favorite side quests, and definitely my favorite yellow side quest. Just because, like, a lot of yellow side quests are low mobility. They are not very, like, all over the place, on account of the fact that you can't use discard effects, and most cards that it's like their only contribution to your mobility. But Dominion doesn't care about discard effects. I mean, it has one, but let's be real. Grappling hook, cool, but a rocket jumping, that's where it's truly at. We definitely are not going to talk about how I almost just, like, died. It's chill. Because we didn't die. There's no point weighing these timelines that don't affect us. We went really high. That was remarkable speed, actually. That was a lot. Okay, this one, This one I remember messing up for myself. I need to not do that. I need to not get ahead of myself and shoot a balloon demon. We just need to be chill. We also need to make sure to hide from the guardians when we get to them. Unnecessary, but I don't know. I had a gun and he was there. Your Honor, it just felt like the right thing to do. I don't need that balloon, actually. Haha. You know, I bet you could shortcut something there. You could almost certainly, like, run up those rocks and probably jump around the backside. It's a thought. If I ever wanted to set some good times, I definitely have ideas that I could go and practice in, not even the Heaven Rush, but just like one level at a time. There are routes I'm seeing. But for now, as mentioned previously, please God, just let me survive. That's all I ask for. That was so unnecessary. Why did I do that? Did not need to. It just felt like the cooler thing to do. Smash through the window with the katana instead. Alright. Just give me every Godspeed you have. Every last one of them. I don't need nothing else. A very significant part of me wanted to shoot that balloon demon. I don't know if it conveyed in the way that my aim just like dragged over it, but ooh, I was thinking. And I don't think that would have been good for me. I definitely could have made that jump, but I didn't feel like risking it. Yeah, because that's a balloon demon that I think I actually need. There were a couple that I could have shot, that I could have gotten away with, but I think I specifically landed on the singular balloon demon that is like imperative to my success. And there we go. That's also sick. God, the art in this game is so good. I feel like I haven't been looking at the global time. Okay, well, I was gonna say I probably am not setting fantastic global times because I am playing rather carefully. Let's go look at our times on the other two, just while we're here. Okay, okay. Yo, Cyberpunk 2077, great game, goated even. Oh, that's the Heaven Rush. What the hell? What? Okay. I didn't expect that. Okay, but how many people are on this leaderboard? There's only 8,000 people on this leaderboard. Like, oh my gosh, though. That is pretty good, I think. What about red? Show me, show me. Almost top 1,000. That's not, you know, that's pretty good. Honestly, that did go, that went about as well as I expected. I didn't expect to get violets on the first try, but I also didn't expect to get just truly reamed in such a fashion. Did we first try yellow? I think we did. And we almost first tried red, but we're popping back to the main menu to get the music back up because it feels so quiet and empty. So yeah, that's that. That was pretty quick. I think we handled that pretty nicely. And then next time, we will tackle White and Mikey. I'm really excited for Mikey. Doing every single level with a boatload of rocket jumping sounds like such a fantastic time. There's some levels that I have like in my mind, particularly like World 1 levels where they haven't yet gotten thoroughly complex, where it just feels like a Dominion will just like crack them. Oh, will just like crack them open. I'm excited. But yeah, in the meantime, it's kind of a short one today, but thank you for sticking around with me if you did. I hope that those of you who are here are enjoying these upgrades as much as I am, because again, I cannot tell you how happy this microphone makes me. Not just from the sound quality, but like also it's so pretty. Look at, like, it's, come on now. Look at this. It's beautiful. My goodness. And we have fun here. So, again, thank you for sticking around if you did. And I hope you're having yourself a lovely morning, afternoon, evening, what have you. And I can't wait to pick up next time. And honestly, probably close off Neon White. There's a possibility, depending on how much torment I go through with these next couple of rushes, there's a possibility that that's going to be 2 separate sessions. But there is, in my mind, an equal possibility that it's going to wind up just being 1 session. And if it is, that's the finale. That's the end of it, folks. So it's been a fun journey though, and I appreciate you taking it with me. In the meantime, please take care of yourself, and we'll see you next time. Love you. Deuces.